viewers, we're here on Naverka Dresden playing the Python predicament to show off the new PZB helper. So you can see up in the top right there on the HUD it says safe to release because we have a green signal ahead so we can release from monitoring. So now we'll just cruise our way up towards the speed limit because everything's hunky-dory ahead and nothing bad's going to happen at all. We've got a little bit of wheel slip going on here. That tells me this track's pretty slippery. Alright, the HUD's telling me we've got 1.9 kilometers to a red signal, but we're going by the visual indications here. And I can see there is indeed a yellow signal up ahead. I know that when I go through the yellow signal, I'm going to have to slow down to 85, so I'm going to start making that happen now. There we go. So the signal on the right is the one that applies to us. As I pass it, the new helper is going to tell me to acknowledge it. There we go. Acknowledge the 1000 Hertz magnet, and we have to stay below 85, which we are. Now we know there's a red signal coming up, so that's what a yellow one means, so why wouldn't you start slowing down? Now this is a preview build. You'll notice the lightning is very quiet. It does have sound, but you can't quite hear it. Hopefully that'll change in the release build. Alright, the signal up ahead has just gone green. So the PZB helper is saying safe to release. No problemo, off we go, power up. This means we're following a train that was stopping at this station, principally. That would have been scary. That lady got hit by lightning then. I don't know if you saw that, but whack! Alright, through this one, nothing to acknowledge there. We've got 2.3 k's to a red one, but we don't know that yet, so we'll keep speeding up to the speed limit, because of course we're not looking at the HUD, we're looking at the signals in front of us. Now I can just see a yellow signal ahead, so I'm throttling off and I'm going to start slowing down. Because I know we'll have to go down to 85 because of this red signal. So acknowledge that, and we have to get down to 85 before that yellow bar gets to the end. But I also know there's a red signal coming up. So I'm slowing down and I'm applying lots of air brakes at the moment. Just to bring my speed down. There you go, I'm going to release the air brakes now. Because I haven't seen this red signal yet. And I can just see it in the distance up there. So let's crawl up to it. Now we know how far away it is now. Now if you had a bit of route knowledge, you probably wouldn't react that way. But there's so many routes to play with in TSW, how do you learn them all? So this HUD's telling me it's not safe to release. And that we are restricted. So I'm just braking for this signal now, because obviously we don't want to go through it, and the track is slippery, so I'm braking pretty early for it. There we go, that's fine, we'll just sit here, wait for this to change. Now the new HUD feature does look ahead at the signal, so it knows what it says. So when this signal clears, it'll tell me whether I can release or not. The purists probably won't like the new HUD. There we go, green signal, safe to go, and we can release, so I will. The PZB purists probably won't like this HUD because it's opening PZB to the masses. And I do find it's actually a very good learning tool. So people often say if you drive to the HUD, you don't learn anything. Well, I've found that there are things that I've never needed to acknowledge that I've always acknowledged. I mean, it didn't hurt anything, but I didn't actually need to do it. So we've got another red signal in 2.3 kilometres, but we couldn't know that yet, because we've just been cleared to a green, which means the next one must be yellow. Oh, wheel slip. I also found something driving under the bridge at Naverka Dresden. I often got stopped there, and I never really knew why. Well, there's a 500 Hz magnet under there that I'd never actually noticed. Alright, I can see a yellow signal up there, so once again I'm going to start proactively braking. We're not stopping at this station, we're just straight through. Acknowledging the 1000 Hz magnet, must get down below 85, which I have. Now I know we're approaching a red signal, so I'm going to keep the braking on, but just lightly. Because I know we've got a while to get there. And we don't want to get too far behind timetable, even though this is a storm. Now I can see several coloured lights up ahead. And I can see a very confusing green signal followed by a red signal. So we should probably stop for this red signal, I think. Let's get some air brakes on. Because if I don't, we're going through it. We are going to stop in time. So that's good. Oh, it's gone yellow. Okay, we can throttle up again because it's gone yellow now. Now it's telling me it's not safe to release because the next signal is restricted. So off we go again. The train's recharged its brake pipe and released the air in the brake cylinders. Now I do have to stay under 45 kilometres an hour because I'm under monitoring. So I've just acknowledged that, and same again, I have to stay under 45 kilometres an hour because I'm staying under monitoring. Because it says not safe to release. Now if I did release it and the next signal was adverse, it'll just give me an emergency stop. Because it's going, you're a very naughty boy. I do love the way the lightning looks, but man, do I wish it was louder. Alright, I'm expecting a red signal towards the end of this platform somewhere. And we are stopping here anyway, so that's fine. We've got a yellow at the end of the platform, in fact, and a red in the distance there that I can see. Alright, let's apply some air braking to get us to stop. And open the doors. So you've probably gotten the idea by now what this thing's all about. Well, hopefully the new HUD looks useful to you. And if you think it will be, then chuck me a like and perhaps subscribe if you want to see more things. And we shall see you later.